I took a sip of the tea and gagged. This time it tasted like salt water. Is it too hot? I knew I'd made it too hot. It's not supposed to taste good, but you still have to drink it. Do you have any honey or peppermint? I may have some honey, I'll go get it. So they actually supposed to make tea which had salt in it. Dallas and I avoided looking at each other. At least when I did manage to look at him, he wasn't looking at me, so... Beer returned with honey and poured some into the tea. After another taste test, it was much more bearable. After I was taken care of, Bew relayed a plan of action for the week. Dallas asked his slew of orientation questions, which came off rehearsed, like he had met 1,000 other bands before. That left a bad taste in my mouth. Bew lying about the gig date had an even worse taste. Emmett seemed like the only one not out to get me here. They're in your fucking band, for God's sake. Come on, be a little more trusting. A band that you made. Well, it looked like we had 1 week to practice, so it would work out after all, since Dallas needed to learn the set list. Shopping center is behind the shop. You can now buy gifts to your band members. Great. Gifts. Real birthday gig. Oh, feels bad, man. Right, so someone said last time and made a very good point that what we should be doing is just letting everyone focus on one thing. You need another break. So we need to write. This guy needs to practice music. I don't know. This guy's star quality, I guess, but there's only like 3 things. He's definitely music, and I'm definitely writing. I just need to decide what I'm going to do for Bew. I guess star quality, considering it's already so high. So these, I guess you could be music and star quality. You need to take a break. Nah, you can work on star quality, buddy. Run session. I wish the writing would go up like a little bit quicker. Also, I forgot to fucking add the song to the set list. So, oopsies. We'll do that in a second. Introductions. Right, we should speak to him. Okay, I have to catch your sorry ass up. Emmett is some kid I met outside a bar. At first I thought he was his brother. Yeah, I know. You do? How? He told me. I've already introduced myself to them. What? This wasn't the Dallas I knew. He hated talking to people. He was such a recluse. Oh, come on. It's been like God knows how many years. Even Bew, you talked to him already? Mm-hmm. No, seriously. He'd offer me how to talk to people for him. He hated talking to strangers so much. That's good. That's what I said, but that wasn't what I felt. I got this really eerie, crawling feeling down my back. Then there's just me left. Dallas leaned back. You want me to introduce myself to you? No, I meant I was going to tell you about what I've been up to. We traded silences for a moment. I guess neither of us really wanted to hear what I had to say. That's stupid, never mind. I turned away. Wait, no, you can tell me. I thought I knew, but maybe I don't. What happened? His eyes bore into me and his voice went low. He was asking something very specific. I looked at the floor. Oh, God. You know how it goes. So like me then, something like that. Threw a bottle of water at the fucker's head, though. I recalled how mad I was that night. I got kicked out. For some reason, it was funny to me. I couldn't help but huff out a laugh. Well, at least you could look back and laugh. You certainly couldn't at the time. That all? And a chair. I was trying hard not to smile, but I was failing. Dallas was trying the exact same and failing just as hard. Dallas had been my friend once, a very good friend. I liked that. And then shit happened, and then this. My smile faded, and his followed suit, as if he was thinking the same thing. You okay? I shrugged. I guess. Are you? He took a deep breath. Instead of immediately replying, he exhaled first. Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't believe him. That's not how you respond positively to doing that. I want to know about hair. You cut your hair? Like, it's been so many years. Oh, whatever. My instinct was to reach up and touch it. He caught me off guard with his sudden sentimentalism. So did you? The corner of his mouth bounced and he looked away. Funny. That was all? He just wanted to make a clever observation? Why? I could ask the same. Then why didn't he? Cut my hair because Sterling. I cut my hair because I hated it. I didn't like it anymore and I was tired of looking at it. Your turn. Same reason. Well, that's going up. That was definitely lower than before. He ran a hand through his messy spikes. This is easier to manage. Oh. Oh? Oh, as in I was expecting something else. Like you were trying to go for the bad boy look or something. She has no idea what a bad boy is, clearly. Oh no, that's why I got the leather jacket. I tried to turn away before he saw that I smirked, but he did. Bet you think you're so cool with that. Don't hate on the jacket. Then I'll go back to your hair. Do you not like it? I don't know. There wasn't anything wrong with the old one. You like my old hair better, though. You think I don't like your hair? Well, yeah, girls look better with long hair. Whoever told you that is wrong. Well, I didn't know how to take that, so I tried to ignore it. So what have you been doing since then? I've been lending my skills to bandits in need, replacements, recordings, that sort of stuff. Freelancing, I'm a musician. Correction, prostitute. Well, I mean, he's not sleeping with the band. He doesn't go around licking the guitars and sticking drumsticks in unmentionable places, does he? I have to pay the bills somehow. I'm making a living and a good one to boot. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's not easy to make a life on an instrument that tons of people already have in their homes. Oh, the old starving artist excuse. I'd rather work at a fast food place than do what he does. But how can you ever have pride in selling yourself? Unfortunately, Robin, creativity doesn't pay for bills. What? Well, no, that's not what I meant. I meant not selling out? Yeah, whatever. Listen to me, Robin. I have more pride in one night's work than I bet you ever had in your entire shocker career. What? Accusing me of having less pride than a dirty mercenary? You know it's true. No way. Then tell me. Is there any song that you sang with them that you're going to miss? Any at all? I just nodded with my lips pressed, too mad for words. I refused to even pretend to play his game, even if he was right. If I was forced to put down my guitar, I'd feel 100 times worse than you feel right now. So don't tell me I have no pride in my work, because I've done more of it than you could ever imagine. My throat grew dry. Look, sorry, I don't want to get into it with you. I get it, you don't like freelancing for some unknown reason. I'm in a band now, so what does it matter? I think the word I'm looking for is creative integrity, I guess? Sort of doesn't matter, you know? You gotta pay bills. Are you still doing gigs outside of Clap or We Smite You? Probably. What the hell, man? I've got it worked out with you, don't worry, it won't affect anything. You sure I don't like this? Robin, I'm okay. I'm not sure he's okay. He might be okay, but will I be? Right, anyway, we'll go back and talk to the rest of them later on. We need to play a gig and add our one new song to our set list. Private event. Chocolate Hearts. Oh, terrible quality. No, fuck it. Hang on. Where can we put cover in again? Can we put cover in? Close. I want to put it as like the fourth song to make it like a surprise. I want to take it out. I want to take it out. How do I do that? How do I take a song out? I don't actually know. Right? It would be there, wouldn't it? Change song. I'm missing something obvious, aren't I? I'm missing something obvious. I just don't know what it is. Whatever, it's second. Are you ready to rock? Damn straight I fucking am. Still never fucking lucky. That one was there. No, that one was there. That one was there. And that one was there. Only just did it in time. What? We didn't do it in time? Fuck. Oh man, that went down somewhat fiercely. I thought we did it in time. I must have not clicked. I wish the... If you're gonna do that, make it like 5 seconds. Don't put 30 and then have it fly down. But whatever. At least the popularity went up. Alright, they're taking the piss. There is no way. Really? Just already, it's an instant classic. It's 2 fucking stars. Whatever. Time for the birthday gig. The birthday party for Sophia Vaghart was taking place at the LeMay Hotel. She had reserved the entire club at the hotel, and it was pretty cool seeing the whole thing deserted. As to be expected, it was a stunning setup. I looked down at my clothes and considered myself severely underdressed. Well, looks like a not terrible stage. We set up the stage. Working with Dallas was easier than I thought it might have been. We worked well together, just like old times. Hey, Ponytail, I thought Kirby and I wasn't allowed here anymore. You're not, so behave. Yes, Daddy. Emmett laughed and pulled on Bugh's shoulders. Yeah, we'll be good. That's not the way to start. If I were either of your parents, you'd definitely be grounded. I'm too old to be grounded, thank you very much. Why? You're not the manager anymore. The current staff won't be nearly as lenient as I was, so I repeat, get the stick out of your ass. We're a rock band. Yeah, you can't go trashing shit. Not unless, like, you're so famous that they have to put up with you trashing shit. He adjusted his glasses and left. Emmett grinned at me. Seriously, you need to behave. Aw, not funny. The guests arrived and the party started. We began with some soft songs, mostly just instrumental covers, stuff that Dallas would know. Once we got to our favourite songs, the crowd really got into the music. Overall, I would say the gig was a success, considering the circumstances. As the party was winding down, we were allowed to mingle with the crowd and to take advantage of the open bar. I got myself a drink, but I didn't know anyone here, so I decided to hang out with someone. Well, okay, we're confirming the route now, basically. Oh, come on. You don't need to be so blatant about it. Bew was leaning over the bar, nursing a tall glass. I seemed to startle him when I approached. Look at you, drinking. Where's his drink? He looks like he's about to punch himself in the face. He was acting kind of weird. Aren't you going to buy a pretty lady a drink? He paused, stood up straight and smiled at me. It was fake. You already have one. What's your deal? I don't know what you're talking about. No act tonight, huh? I would fool no one here. These are my associates. I was going to say, if he showed up and went, like fucking Glenn Simmons, I don't think it would work as well. Glenn Simmons? I think that's his name. I made an agreeing sound and looked around at all the finely dressed guests. So these are the people he's used to. Bew. We both turned around and saw the birthday girl standing behind us. You didn't tell me you were in a band. I didn't know myself. I was impressed by your performance. I had no idea you took up the piano against a keyboard. I watched his eyes flick to the floor and then back up at her. To be fair, it was an electronic keyboard. If you really believe in this band and you're getting back into music, I know someone who could help you. He swallowed. Would he be the man staring fondly at you from across the room? She seemed horribly wounded by the suggestion. Bew. I'm sorry, were you referring to Dominic? If he can help the band, I will certainly accept it. Wait, who's this Dom guy? She turned to me and looked at me as if I were new to the conversation. Oh, well, I have a friend in the record business. Can he make us, like, record shit for a cheap amount of money? Hopefully. A record label? I hadn't thought of that. But the idea of being in someone else's control made me uneasy. Of course, I'll forward you one of our demos as soon as possible. You dirty little liar. Wonderful, I look forward to it. She turned to me before she left. Just before she left, even. And it was nice meeting you too. Well, I'd love to say the same. But I can't. I glanced over her shoulder at Bew and she was gone. He returned to leaning over the bar. It was her, wasn't it? Who do you mean? I leaned on the bar next to him to soften the blow. Your fiancé. He froze and stared into his drink. I'm going to assume that's yes. I'm severely underestimated you. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, like that was really difficult to tell. Damn right you did. My smile was cut short when I saw that he did not join me. I bit my drink's straw, trying to think of what next to say. How about a drinking game? Every time we think about someone we told ourselves that we wouldn't, we take a sip. This did grab his interest, fortunately. Fuck me, I'd be drunk all the time. He allowed himself to smile for real this time. He brought his glass to mine. We might need more liquor for that. That's the point. Game starts now. I began chugging my drink, and to my delight, so did Bew. After we finished off our glasses, we had trouble recovering, and at least we were smiling. Watching the esteemed manager of the LeMay Hotel debase himself in a drinking game was interesting, to say the least. I think you're taking advantage of his sorrow more than it's an interesting drinking game, but sure, whatever. But it was almost a beautiful sight, too. We're all human. And for the first time since I'd met him, it seemed like I got the closest to the real Bew. Sophia's contact was actually really great news. I was hoping for a break like this. It was time to hit the recording studio. We've already been there, but... New goal, record 5 songs. Okay, do we have to do that before a certain time, or do we just have all the time in the world? That'd be pretty cool. Even though he didn't act drunk, he was trying too hard. It was safe to say he was hammered. Do you? He paused, steadying himself. I would love to sleep with you in a toilet, yes. Oh. Well, that's more boring. Perhaps have a cigarette on you? You smoke? Yes or no? I can't afford such luxuries. He finished off his glass and brushed past me. He better not be planning to drive like that. I followed him as he wandered out of the club, out of the hotel foyer, and left the building entirely. Crap, was he going to leave? Hey, are you... Bew took a graceless step and looked at me with cockeyed suspicion. Are you following me? He had to brace himself against the wall as he fumbled in his pocket. When's the last time you were drunk, big boy? I am nothing of the sort. He dropped some change on the ground accidentally, but ignored them and just put the coins that survived into the cigarette machine. Why are you paying? You own this thing. And this damn hotel. I own a sheeting place in China, Chew. A what place? A sheeting place. Out tumbled a pack of the selection. He wasted no time opening it up. Sheeting. Shitting? Don't make fun of my accent. Oh, okay, so he does have a weird accent, huh? Even though the vending machine was almost too complicated for him, he made lighting up a smoke look surprisingly easy. Yep, as someone who's done that when drunk, you have no idea how easy muscle memory comes into it. Accent you don't have. Then I realised I was also somewhat drunk. Somewhat. You don't have an accent. How about now, this is what you call an accent, no? I needed a good laugh. And a smoke. I stumbled towards him and took the cigarette right from his lips. He grabbed my hand after I'd already stuffed the thing in my mouth. Not exactly a lightning reaction. That was mine. You're my ride home, you know. How am I going to get back with you talking like a drunk Frenchie? You made me drink, you get to walk. Nope. You drink, you drunk, you are drunk. Ride with Dallas. No! Don't hit my vending machine. I slapped him on his arm instead. What about Emmett? Won't anyone please think about the children? Yeah, that's appropriate in this situation. What you want from me, a room? A big one. You're not allowed business here, says you. Without breaking eye contact, he took the cig from my mouth and neatly placed it back in his. Took me a few seconds to realise what he just did, but I felt a little bit more sober afterwards, but only a little. He snuffed out the cigarette in a nearby tray, and suddenly we were riding the elevator to the top floor. So you're telling me that this is a huge 5-star hotel? I'm not saying the rooms aren't big, but the rooms are too close together to be big. To be a top hotel of a top floor of a huge hotel. He procured a key card from his wallet and opened a fancy door, clearly marked Presidential Suite. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Yay! Whoa. Yeah, this looks slightly better. Wish there wasn't much porn on the TV. This is some classy shit right here. I was half expecting a chandelier, too. I weaved through the large space and found the master bedroom. I plopped on the bed and made a sheet snow angel to mark my territory. Bu's shadow crept over the room from standing in the doorway. Up. I whined as loud as I could. That's my bed. Then you're sharing it with me. Watch out, I kick when I sleep. Kick and bite. I sleep naked. Then I guess we're having sex. Well, that's one way to insinuate what you want. Looks like it. Undress. I was bluffing. I know. I slid out of the huge bed with a loud groan, dragging the blankets and pillows to the floor with me. You're mean. Any other rich drunk guy would have let me have the bed. I tried to stand up, but that was practically impossible. The phone rang above my head, startling us both to half to death. Answering the phone before Bu was all the incentive my legs needed to work again. Yellow. He bounded towards me and attempted to claim the phone. He was too slow to win. Who is this? Who are you? He was about to wrestle me for the damn thing. I was too amused by it to pay attention to what the call was even about. I scooted into bed, but he met my challenge and was in hot pursuit. The authorities are being alerted to your trespassing, and you will be met at the door within a few moments. Trespassing? No, we own this hotel. I rolled away from him. He pulled me back. This is so damn funny. We're giggling while saying all this, apparently. This isn't going to be a very good moment. You're the ones trespassing. With a tough yank, Bu managed to take the receiver from me, the strength of it to shut me up. He stared down at me, phone in hand, like he was savouring the victory. I dislike being forced to play games. Knocking on the room's front door echoed throughout the suite. He didn't have to break his glare to put the phone to his ear. This is Bureaucrat LeMay. I own 84% of this hotel chain. This room is reserved for particular guests only, and I am one of them. Thank you for taking care of my interests, Rashad, but you may retire for the night. Basically what that means, mate, is fuck off. He disconnected the phone. No more than 10 seconds later, the knocking stopped and was never heard again. My fingers danced up his chest and then grabbed at his tie. He thinks I'm your escort. Try to abstain from destroying any hotel property for the night, please. Well, since you said the magic words and all, just for you. I laughed. He just shifted and collapsed into the bed, turning away from me. He's got free reign of this room, this whole damn hotel. I'm going to order room service and watch pay-per-views all night and then clean out the minibar, okay? I leaned over Bu, only to see that he had passed out. And he was at least, he's at least pretending to be. He's drunk. He can't pretend to be. Killjoy. Psh, fine. I got off the bed again. I threw some pillows back, as well as a heavy comforter. I wanted to see what was on cable TV. Been too long since I had something that basic. It's going to be shit, isn't it? Oh, cool. $80 $8 candy bar. I say $80. What the fuck is that thing? That shit better be like handmade for that much money. There were way too many channels on this TV. Cooking, sports, Spanish, sports. I stopped surfing when the collar disappeared. Black and whites. The candy wasn't even good. How the fuck was that worth $8? I could hear Buse sleeping in the other room. I couldn't help but wonder, does he really sleep naked? At some point, my drinks caught up with me, and I fell asleep on the couch to the hum of an old movie. This looks like an awfully different room that we're waking up in. Come on, we're back in the old people's home again. Oh, God damn it. Maybe we were so drunk and accidentally strolled into an old people's home. Well, we're fucked if that's the case, aren't we?